I exploded. My bones. They hurt. I should be back. Hello, hello, hello. Just teleport to Zabson, I think. Am I back? Hello? Was it Zob? Not Zab? Okay. Oh, you know what I needed to fucking do? Turn this down so I don't die. I'm gonna just make sure.
Okay. Got it.
However, if you can't find Professor Virtues because he is a very, very busy man, you can go to Pearce. Spotted.
Welcome back, Paul.
So, I'll go through this quick for you. We just came from the Grand Hall. Most of the announcements will take place there.
Okay.
That's the clinic. If you're not medical staff or injured, don't go in. Dorm rooms is where you sleep, where the councils go to have their meetings, and where Vanguard and other houses will have their meetings. So if we say the Vanguard, it's going to be in there. Outside, there's the forge. There's a training area with two arenas and a star. There's a place for alchemy and plants and forging. So there's a bunch of different things if you're interested in any of that. And then there's the library. There's a lot of information there that comes from a lot of different countries. This place is very well knowledgeable on all of those. So just be a little careful because you might get a little shocked with how much is there. And last but not least is the ritual room. For now, don't go in the ritual room.
Okay.
We practice a lot of older magics that require a lot of caution, and we'll be updating.
You just can't use it for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Got it.
It's a lot of older magic, requires heavy caution, and we'll be going over it.
It's where you go to summon familiars and do something else that should be better talk later, or else a bunch of people are falling at the walls to use it.
Yes.
Alright. Okay, good to know. Nope. Nothing for us. Alright.
Did you two have any questions before we head to the Vanguard room?
Oh, I did. About the library. It could be anything regarding not even just like combat stuff, but like, let's say like I want to search for like herb stuff and whatnot. That counts too?
There's categories around the library that you can see the upper top that has different
perfect.
things.
Good to know.
It's also
Cool,
organized like country, continent, so each nation has their own little like section.
Alright. Sounds cool.
You can use any book in there besides the forbidden section, but that's locked up.
Ah, unfortunate. No, I get you.
Alright, Vanguard room, before we get too swamped here.
Remember, prom things in about 37 minutes.
Yeah. Alright. Paul, okay, cool. It's so nice to have nature.
It's happening. I'm disappearing into fucking the library, not to be seen again.
Okay.
These doors can have locks in them, so obviously once it's locked, people can't come in. We can also open them. There was a banner at the start. I think they forgot to tell you to press, but I think you should still be good.
Yep. Oh,
Awesome. This is our Vanguard room.
cool.
The question is, are we gonna hear Naco or Calvary?
I don't know. All you need to know about the Vanguard room.
Maybe
I don't think
Virtue's
this
fix the
works,
thin
but there
walls.
is a door to a little private training area. It's not often used. We prefer to train in the public sector because it's really kind of just small. But if you ever
Okay.
want to try something, fuck around, find out, you go in there. So,
It
Cool.
doesn't work right now, though.
it doesn't work right now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So,
Okay.
Those
this
crystals.
is where I'll usually stand somewhere here. You can sit wherever you like. Magic fire.
Cool. That is
So-
sick. So cool.
I'll be giving you the long and short of our meeting, which is kind of just the expectations, what we're doing here, and what you have signed up for, and what you will be signing up for. So, to get the kind of rough and gruff down really quick, this is a military academy. We do often go out to other countries and assist them with problems. This can lead to a multitude of fights, helping people, and sometimes you may need to take a life. I do want you to think about that while your time is here, because it is difficult. Something that you will need time to process. And something that is, best put out front. We are the front line, Vanguard is. That does not mean you need to have big explosives. That does not mean you need to hit hard or fast. Whatever your specialty is, we can work in. We have a bunch of people that are either support-wise, still front line. They can still hit pretty hard. Some people stealth in the break lines. They stealth behind enemy lines and disrupt. We do have our hard hitters around. Whatever it is, I want to help figure out what it is that you do and help cultivate it. So that way you have a specialty that you can utilize and also depend on other people. The other major thing about Vanguard is that it is not likely you will be working with another Vanguard. Teams usually consist of one from every house. One Vanguard, one Centurion, one Valkyrie, and one Cavalry. While I am your president of Vanguard, that only gives me authorization to help you while you are here. I help organize events, help guide you and help you learn your abilities. On the actual field, you will be listening to whoever your cavalry is. They are the leaders of their squad. Your Valkyrie are usually your healers or your support, your medics, and Centurion are usually your shields or your kind of like your co-op partners. Most of the time, they are
will
going
be your
to
best
be
fucking
heavily
friends.
defensive. Yes, but not all the time. They don't have to have a shield, but usually they're pretty strong and they're very good team-up partners for you guys. So keep that in mind. On the field, you'll be partnered with, or you'll be following cavalry's orders. It'll most likely be multiple teams of about 4 or 5, maybe 6 of us, depending on how many. And then there will be a cavalry general that'll be overseeing the entire mission. If there ever is conflict on the field, I want you to not deal with that on the field. I understand that sometimes people can have disagreements, but when we are on the field, people's lives are most likely on the line. So we have to think about them first. If you do have a problem with another member, you contact your cavalry. If you have a problem with your cavalry, you contact your general. And if you have a problem with your general, teachers will be on the field to assist. Talk to them. Never do something drastic on the field to spite your cavalry members or anybody else on your team. And additionally, I don't expect you all to get along with everyone here. There are people from literally everywhere. You're gonna disagree with someone. You can settle beef here however you like, whatever is normal for you. But there is one thing I will not accept. A random fight. Not sparring, not a mutual agreed combat, just hitting someone because you're mad. I will be assessing your time here, and if the headmaster deems it, you will be sent home and you will not return. I will not accept that. If you are provoking a fight, I will see that as mutual combat, and whatever the Valkyrie teacher deems is professional healing for you, you will take. And that will be Mr. Ironwood that will heal you afterward. Did I make myself clear to the 2 Vanguard here?
Wait, we're being
I can't.
punished to get healed? If that's the case, I'm confused.
Oh
you'll-
yeah,
you'll
he has a very
understand.
unique way of healing. You'll figure
You'll
that out.
understand.
He has a
Alright.
very unique way of healing that is not a pleasant thing.
Gosh, okay.
By punching you.
Punching? What the? What?
You will have the wind knocked
I
out
know
of you, but your
orthodox.
shit will stop bleeding. Yeah.
Alright. That's
The short and long of it is, don't start shit, and don't hit.
Okay.
someone. That's all I want from you.
Yeah, that sounds good. Oh,
Besides
fuck
that,
guy.
there are the panic rooms. That little area can also be served as a panic room. If any of you do have trouble with rage issues.
Attention
looking
students,
for a
my lesson will be in roughly 30 minutes. Please make your way to the training yard at that time.
So, there are panic rooms. There are also different spells and medications that the school has come up with to help rage if those are any of your issues. They can help on the field. And it's best that we figure that out now rather than later. And the last thing I want to do is your name to the people that are here, your element, and the type of caster you are, and how you expect to fight on the field. I can start with myself. If the others want to join in, you can. I'm not going to make you do it again. All of you can be sociable and take your time to interact with others and ask them later if they aren't here. But my name is Lance.
I'll probably do my name, but may I excuse myself
Yeah.
for a moment to attend to the class?
Of course.
Thank you.
It's in 30 minutes.
Take care, Mizuki.
Hmm.
My name is Lance. That's fine.
Nice to meet you, Lance.
I utilize fire and lightning, separate caster. Obviously, it means my elements are separated. The best way that I do combat is I am a close to mid-range combatant that utilizes exotic, I believe the correct term would be monster-like weapons. A lot of how they're built is based off of monsters that we've encountered over the semester. And I am up close and personal. I don't do a lot of very long range.
I got a question for you, Ruben.
I get you.
You can go over that if you'd like.
Yeah.
Alright. My name is Exalio. I excel in ambush tactics, and my magic element is fire, and I usually use it for sword-related purposes. It's good to meet you all.
Sounds
Nice
good.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Apollo. I'm a light mage. I usually don't fight in general, but when I do, I mean, I don't usually want to be up close.
So a long range fighter.
But I am trained with a weapon, so.
We're going to be doing this in the Safari area.
That's
Okay.
also really good.
Alright.
Very well.
Yeah. Name's Titus. Nice to meet you. I'm pretty much a pure water user.
I forgot to bow.
specialize, like-
Oops.
No, that's just my thing. Don't worry.
Just fine.
Maybe I don't know. I'm copying people. I'm a pure water user. I use a sword, primarily katana kind of field. I use mid-range, close to mid-range. Sometimes long if I can aim it, but yeah.
Got it. Would any of you two like to go as well?
I don't mind. Well, my name's Masa. I use a fusion of fire clay for magma, and I am very much up in your face, aggressive, mainly hand to hand, but I got an axe if something gets in my way.
That's cool. Nice to meet you.
Did you also want to go, or did you?
I can. It's alright. My name is Pearl. My magic is a fusion of light and lightning, and I am best well equipped with long-range magic.
Oh, that's cool. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, everybody, for participating. Now, the last two things I will tell you before we go. You do have two mandatory tests to take. One of them is Professor Virtues'. I have no idea what that will be. If I am participating at all, he will tell me in the moment. So,
Not even you know.
that test is mandatory for you to continue going.
Interesting.
Enter exam, and all starting students have a similar one for each of their houses. You will not have to take the other house's one, just ours, obviously.
Gotcha. Alright.
This will determine whether you are staying in this school or not. So take it that one very seriously. As for the
This
one
year is
that
going to be
I
a
am
combination of me and Brom, with Brom taking most of the head.
Ooh, interesting. I'll be excited to see it
Okay.
then.
It's going to have a lot more parts to it, so...
Oh yeah, if it's Professor Brom, I imagine. Now,
Yes.
the other test
I won't
is
get...
something
Yes,
that
I
I
won't
call
have
Vanguard
to
Assessment.
throw swords at you. Maybe.
What Vanguard Assessment is a one-on-one battle with.
I am allergic to
myself,
steel. I don't know if that
Professor-
would be all that wise.
What element are you again?
Light? It's not.
Oh no.
Don't
jackal kind of
ever
thing.
let me stab you ever.
That is.
All
Yeah.
of his stuff is steel.
That is something I live by,
Probably
usually.
doesn't.
Which is worse, because he's light.
I was about to say,
Oh,
ain't your shit
no.
dark virtues? You're just his worst enemy.
Him and every starborn on this campus, yeah.
Now, the final
Somebody's
thing,
kidding.
since Professor Virtues will be, or not Professor Virtues, Professor Rom will be starting his lesson sometime soon. Vanguard Assessment. Vanguard
In
Assessment is
26
a one-on-one
minutes.
fight. Okay, well, not as close as I thought it was. Is a one-on-one fight with preferably myself, with Professor Virtues and Professor Brom observing. Now, I know some people aren't comfortable with fighting human combatants. For this reason, I can puppeteer a dummy, a construct, so that way I will not be in actual harm's way, but still be able to participate on a one-on-one battle and evaluate how you are doing. You don't have to do this week, you don't have to do this
Aw.
next week, just sometime within the month, whenever you feel prepared.
I feel like I'd be
If
down.
you want
can
to,
choose
you
to
can.
Yes.
Alright.
If you want to, you can. There are a couple evaluations and one re-evaluation already lined up for this week. I will try to fit you in, if possible, if you are prepared.
Sounds good. Alright. I'm okay
Alright.
with that.
I don't think I missed anything. That is the clip notes. I may have missed something. Just make sure you interact with all of the other Vanguard and say hi. to
Yeah.
them. With that, you're dismissed. Thank you for participating.
Thank you for welcoming us. Appreciate it.
Also, that weapon
Welcome.
is from a fallen comrade. Don't mess with it.
Yeah, don't touch
Mhm.
that big weapon over there.
I don't think I could even move it.
It was wielded by a fire
was,
giant,
quite
so
strong.
probably not.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Certifiable badass.
Alright. So,
Mhm.
I guess do we just like wander around the campus then? I guess for free.
Yeah, you're
For
free to
us
go.
instance?
You can
Oh, cool.
That's also
go
Alright.
wherever you
Either
want.
I can help show you around, or you can just wander wherever you want to go.
Hmm.
I guess like where do people usually mingle? I guess. I mean, I guess I haven't met others.
Around this time,
The
either
training
by
grounds.
the sparring area or around the garden.
A lot of us are gonna be.
Oh, the garden. Okay. Good to know. All right. Yeah, I think I'll be okay. I don't want to take your time too much, Teach. Yeah, I appreciate it being here.
Yeah, better take my time before someone yonks me.
Fair enough. Apollo, you feeling a little intimidated?
Not really.
Your left, if you want to go to the garden, you just go past it. It'll be your next left.
Okay, thank you.
Got it. Okay.
No, not really.
Yeah. Fair enough. I'm a little intimidated. We have a week left for to like stay in the class. I guess we're not technically in officially.
I guess.
Yeah, that was a good call with that. Yeah, we're not good with steel.
Yeah.
We realized. So.
I didn't. I
yeah,
wasn't able to
so-
confirm if that was just like a me thing. Glad to know it's not.
No, it's me too. I
Okay.
kind of figured it was maybe it was.
I mean,
Good to know. Yeah.
I don't remember a lot of
see a lot
things
of track
from.
clubs, so I don't blame you.
yeah. I think you're the first one I've met, other than me, I guess.
Yeah, you are actually.
Have I seen another? Trying to remember.
I don't know. Hey, we do have to go to like. Oh wait, where's the? Do you know where the training session is for Braum? Is it the training hall? I guess or training
Oh.
smart ground?
Uh.
Fuck. Well,
I know what we're doing for the next 20 minutes.
we'll find it. It'll be okay. I'm fine. Hey, we're new students. We technically have a. free
I'm
pass.
sure he'll tell
I know it's
us.
mandatory.
Probably.
It's fine.
I hope.
Oh, actually, I think I saw the professor. Should we ask him where the sparring? Oh wait, is that it? Over there? I'll double check. Oh, either way.
Meh.
It's kinda.
That.
I don't know.
Someone's going over there.
Probably. We'll figure it out. What is? Nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm just like very.
I didn't even teleport behind you. I just fell downward. That's on you.
Well, I guess we can ask him real quick.
Yeah, we should do that.
That'd be perfect, actually, because I know we have
Or I guess we could just follow the vanguards, really.
That is also an option.
Yeah, well, we kind of do.
And if you'd like to see me spar, I'm going to be sparring a couple times today.
That would be good. If you would like to observe them spar.
Observe, yeah.
And then I also
I'll probably end up in one at some point today.
Makes sense, but as to what,
I'm fine brown
I don't
today.
think to
I mean, you better get a spar in today.
I feel you in that one.
Maybe one new first years. We'll see.
I'm gonna go wander around, actually.
Also,
There's the rules. Every
I wanna find
week
the
we
other
get a spar
jackals,
in,
actually.
like a heavy one.
Who cares?
no.
Yeah, they
those
did
aren't
say there was
figures.
4.
I was seeing things.
Yeah.
The only two
Oh,
rules
quick
that
question.
don't have
I guess,
What are
like,
you doing?
is
Yes.
Amelia and Lyra.
Do you know where Brahm's teaching session is? Is it at the sparring hall?
It'll be at the sparring hall, yes. It'll be at
Okay,
the
okay.
giant arena in the center. You can't miss it.
Oh, okay. It's like the one with like a placard of like a sun, I think, or something of that sort. Like a gate that leads to it.
Yep,
Okay.
yep, with the roof
Okay.
out of it, with the hanging lanterns, yep.
Got it. Okay. All right. I know where to go.
That one does a special thing, but I don't think it'll be activating it today.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Sounds good. Thank you. I'm gonna go wander a bit. What do you want to do, Apollo?
I want to look at a library, but we don't really have that much time.
This way, sparring area will be this way, and then everything's a circle.
Got it.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
I'm sure you guys can come.
I guess I'll
find
go to
me,
sparring all
'cause
right.
I'm usually
Alright.
around the
We'll see you
cavalry
later,
room or
Antique.
the garden.
See ya.
Lucky for me, I already have a team.
Then you're good to go.
It pretty much got all of us to stop. All of tribe just listened to it, which was.
Oh.
Giving you a tour yet?
Oh, yeah, we've I'm back.
Yeah. We're just like wandering about. We got a whole initiation kind of deal, so we have to go to, I guess, Brahm's session in about 20 minutes or so. We're going to the sparring hall. Yeah. Thank you for joining us, by the way.
Of course.
Mm.
No, professionality.
Oh, you're doing well. All right. Okay.
Well, it depends.
It's fine. This
I'll head out here too. Join. Oh. Oh. Wait. Shit. How do we?
I'm just gonna go through doors at this point.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I'm somewhere. Oh. Okay. How did,
I think we need to ask for help.
how did we?
I don't know. We're a little
How does that work?
I don't know either. Isn't that the Monster Grand Hall? How do we? Shoot. Well, I'll ask someone real quick.
Water.
Oh, yes.
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you. Yes. We're new students here. We're trying to go to the sparring hall, but we go to the Grand Hall. We don't know where else to go after that.
Oh,
Sparring is it? Sparring is outside. If you walk, isn't it from if you go from the exit here and it's on the opposite side, right?
Just to make
you gotta go
just
like
to make
left.
a little easier, I could take if want.
Yes.
And I want to go there anyway.
Yeah, sure.
We'll all
Okay.
go together. That way, no
Okay.
one can get lost.
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna get lost.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
No, I got lost at least 20 times trying to find that place.
We went through a door and then somehow ended up back through the same door we came in.
We were offered, but we were
So you're new here then?
Yep.
Well, yes, I can't say I've seen you before.
Yeah. Hello. I'm Apollo.
Apollo. My name's Kai.
I'm Professor Thorco.
Oh.
Well,
Nice to meet
hello
you.
there, Apollo. It's nice to meet you. Right. Well, we'll find that training grounds. It's the last thing we do.
Oh no, it's right over there.
Oh.
Wait, that's not it. It's this way.
No, hello, Kyan.
Wait. Oh.
No, it's not Kyan. It's that way.
Oh no.
I always go this way to get to the training ground.
Hello, Kyle.
It's like pickles. Any way the window goes the same
We're
way.
trying to get to the training ground.
No.
You know what? You know what the
It's
best
not
thing
that way.
is?
No,
We will allow you
You
to
need to go. You need to go that way, Kyle.
I'm going this way.
Pointing in the direction, Kyle. Go that way.
Okay, we're going this way. No, you have to make another left there.
Oh, okay. I'm going this way.
This way. It's right here. You see, you just got to go around the tree.
Yep.
Yeah, it's right that way. That will take you right there.
I see that. Bunch of people here.
Where did they go?
I don't know.
Here they come. What are you up to?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet. My name Ensley.
I'm Apollo.
Nice to meet.
supposed to do this.
Apollo.
I do also do logistics and counseling. I'm going to put that task upon myself.
Go to mandatory things, Nemi. I don't want to either.
Any questions?
Offer counseling even if I'm just a vanguard?
Let's go
Like, you
to
It
a
doesn't
training
matter.
area.
Yep.
Anyone.
Oh.
Trust me.
Whoa.
I've been here since the
I'm not going to the mandatory class.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
You could go to the mandatory class. You probably should.
I probably should.
I've got prior engagement.
morale's up. I believe that.
Is that a reason to not?
I'm also
I need to tilt that just like a little bit
not
that way
to
because that side
polish
is
my
not...
own metals here, but out of all the professors, I'm the
I have
kindest
my
one,
reasons,
apparently.
Apollo. I'm not just being
Really?
lazy, I assure you.
I mean,
Okay, I'll believe you.
I'm not the one who does
You see all those people there.
I don't know.
This is
Yep.
the worst part about the training ground. Everybody likes to go to the training ground. When you go to the training ground, you find most of the whole
Yep.
academy, and sometimes it
uh,
gives you a headache.
Yes.
I've already had one of those today because of being in a group of too many people.
Well, I hope you're ready for more.
I'm only gonna see like 15 of them. It's fine.
Some Valkyrie stuff. Centurions are going to be doing something. I
No.
want to see
You were gonna be
Valkyries
my
and see
second.
what they could do.
But
And then
I wanted to
myself
try.
available. Very good.
Well, that's a lot of
Against Karamasa? No fucking way.
Well, not Genko and Massa. No, it has to be Massa
Well,
and then
we've
someone else can't be in
escorted you
Vanguard.
safely to the training ground.
Thank you.
I hope it's everything you hoped
When
for.
is it
It's a patch of dirt.
There's probably not a lot of people around at the current
Yes,
moment.
isn't it brilliant?
Who,
Well,
Good patch of dirt.
I need to be challenged again. I
Yes.
feel like I've hit a fucking wall.
I say so, at least. What about this
I
one?
missed working out with the Onis when we were around. I need some. Andrew, you are great to spar against. I need someone though who can beat my ass, like auspiciously beat my ass. No, he can't. He just kill me.
Yeah.
And also, he doesn't do spars.
a lot quicker than I do
Same.
who, yeah.
What else are we gonna use? He's gonna fly to
Right,
the
we've brought you to your destination. I hope you find it to your liking.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh,
Destination
Absolutely.
unknown.
I don't know. We're in the same house. Titus, nice to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you, Ditus. My name is Kyan.
Oh, Kyan, nice to meet you.
Yes. So it's Ditus?
Titus, like think of like a tide.
Oh, Midas.
Yeah, close.
Not related to any Captain Titus, right?
Titus, that's very righteous. I'll remember that. That's
Yeah.
it. I mess people's names up here and there, but I'll get it
We're all the
eventually.
same page. We don't get names. I get it.
It's okay. I'm fine.
I try to introduce myself with just my first name, because many people are saying
Also,
their full names and
I have
confusing
not
me.
introduced myself to you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Don't have a last name to be honest. I mean.
Hello.
Oh, well, that makes it easier.
Professor
I'm glad to hear
Torquote,
that,
Copperbeard,
Titus.
second in command of cavalry.
Don't worry. It's
Ah,
not last name.
yeah.
Anything.
I'll remember.
I'm Apollo.
I guess. Either or. So I guess no last name really.
I heard that
Prestigious.
part.
Well, that simplifies things
Apollo.
greatly. I appreciate
Yeah.
that, Titus.
Yeah. Definitely.
I know you're both beaskin, but I'm trying to figure out.
I'm not.
Jackrabbit?
Yeah, I'm curious.
No,
too.
you're not.
No.
If somebody
I'll see
asks
you
where I
later,
am,
guess. Yeah.
Little different.
I'm probably not going to be dead. If somebody
Oh, what
asks
are you
where
then?
I am, say
Called
that
jackalope.
I got busy with
Oh. Well, I was about to. I was about to say you
close.
remind me of something.
You're all together.
Yeah,
That's fine.
jackrabbit.
I get it.
Yes,
We're kind of
something
rare,
else
so
I have
it's,
to do is the
that makes
thing.
sense.
No, it's fine.
He's the
I
first
get
one
you.
I've met that
Alright,
has other
official
than me.
business. Got it. Excuse.
Yes,
Good.
official business.
He's also
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Because he says he is.
Alright, I'll take care.
You doing well?
Sounds right to me.
Yes, sir. Well, alright.
I think there was two more of us.
Question. Are you guys noticing everything is like a tad bigger, or is that just me? I'm not delusional, right?
Oh,
No,
there we go.
They're doing things.
It's nice to meet you too. My name is Hetcher Orvindel.
Oh, look at this. It's like a convention.
It's exactly. Bear with me. I'm
My
missing
God, I'm missing this
balls
lid.
of balls.
What?
It's not like you
What?
or anything, but like the stuff.
There's another one of us as well.
Oh. Do you know what
My
else he is?
dearest friend, Liu.
Like a smidge.
Yes, he's in Centurion.
Because now I'm a
Okay.
He's not here today, currently, sadly.
and I
Oh,
know
alright. No, I gotcha.
He
Fair
might
enough.
appear later on, though I'm not too certain.
Gotcha. Sorry, we're like a little, I guess, flabbergasted to be seeing another jackalope. We're still shocked when we see each other all together. Oh gosh. Like that.
Yes, I can see that.
I
Very
see.
shocked.
Yeah.
You're beside yourself.
I'm Apollo.
I know, this is crazy. The boys get in.
Nice to meet you, Apollo. I don't know if you heard my name earlier.
I don't think so.
Hetcher Orvindel.
Ah.
Or just Hetcher.
I'm gonna start out with that
Thank
one.
goodness you said that because I forgot your name. Sorry, I really bad names.
I see.
Oh yeah. So I'm sorry if you do take it. I'm sorry. I just now.
No,
my
it
brain
is
doesn't
more
work
than
that way.
fine.
Okay. Seems on the right page. All right. I guess I'll excuse myself to the war room because we have a lesson. Technically, we're supposed to be there.
It's like 10 minutes away.
Your lesson will probably be taking place in the circle over there. It's more than often
Sounds
not where the Vanguard lessons take place.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
You
Thank
can
you.
ask around for Lance. He might have a better answer for you.
Yes. Got it. All right. Nice to meet you.
Lance come over here?
It's nice to meet you too.
Yep.
Way more, so I can still fucking throw you.
I am
in
Professor.
I am the best. I am the best.
I'm going to drag you along with me.
Second.
Yeah, I'm free. I'm sorry for taking him away from
She
you.
has spells, but Mizuki
No,
is
don't
very
worry.
heavy hitter, but swift on her feet, but not
Oh,
necessarily.
where to go?
cast
Turns our
control,
Brahms.
if that makes
Oh,
Nope.
Mr. Brahms.
Don't even know. I really didn't get a
Spells that
good
let him zip
look
around.
in the Grand Hall because there was just so many people.
Reaching those speeds without needing a
I
spell.
guess find some people with the badge, and I guess
Yeah.
we'll follow them.
I'm just. I
Brahms
mean,
is
Lance
the one with
Lance
like
is
a
right, yeah.
beast kid. That's it.
I can't.
That's fair.
I'll be so.
We could-
I'll be so honest. I can't see any of these people.
Got it. Okay. I can. I'll let you know. All right. Good to know. Oh shit. We have. Oh, Lance busy. Ooh.
Well, I'm going this way.
All right. I think we're in the right place. Not your music is here.
Everybody's pointed us here. At this point, I think it's their fault if we're in the wrong place.
I've heard that's quite lovely.
It's very nice.
It's very.
I got you too. Is this the place for Brahms' lesson? There's
Yeah,
like 3
right here.
stages. Okay, cool. All right.
I'm stealing
Good to
you.
know.
Me.
It is time.
Even still remember from someone else's team.
Oh. Good luck.
Good luck with that.
Alright. First a tier. I don't wanna.
Yes, please.
You lost a friend, but you gained another one. Hello.
I suppose so. Oh, 2 more, I guess, if you
Two
also wish
more,
to
yeah.
have a seat.
If you want to. Yeah. Yes. Again, I'm so sorry. Tell me your name again.
Oh, it's no worries. It's Pearl. You may call me.
Hello, students. I will begin my class in roughly 5 minutes. Please make your way to the training area if you are a Vanguard. Anyone else is more than welcome to participate, and greatly encouraged.
Good timing.
Yep. We're already prepared. Just good students.
We did spend the last 15 minutes trying to find this place.
We did. Okay, a really funny story. We tried to go to the outside. We went back to the grand hall. We didn't know where to go. I didn't realize there's a sign that was outside the opposite side of the hall. God, at least I'm a mess.
Yes, I suppose once you get outside, it is rather confusing. I also actually had a bit of difficulty finding it here, and it is my second week now starting. But I did see one of our winged peers, I suppose, fly over in this direction, so I just followed them.
Oh, sounds good. All right.
Yes.
Oh, that's respectable.
So you are on the second floor?
Yes.
Indeed.
I am forming a team.
Yes, the lesson he gave last week was very informational. So I'm looking forward to someone who's someone like myself who is not so combat oriented. Let's put it. It was rather beneficial.
Oh, gotcha. I'm guessing he gave you the basics kind of deal.
Yes, he was speaking about the different stances when one would be using a sword or a similar weapon. The different positions and stances to hold. Yes, the different guards.
Got it. All right. I guess we'll take that up to heart. It's not starting now. I kind of want to just go up there and just introduce myself.
But thank you for
Nothing's stopping you.
showing me or telling me your abilities.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Once again, I am Violin.
No, you're quite fine. I just, I was, I guess, I was maybe too a bit focused. Would you like me to move over a bit? I don't want you to be so far off.
You have a huge amount of.
Yes.
I'm firmly seated where I am. You're perfectly fine.
I wish you luck.
Good. Right. Well, if that changes, be sure to let me know, I suppose.
Also, nice to meet you. Name's Titus.
Hello, I'm Suki.
Suki, alright. Nice to meet you. Alright.
Not to be confused with Suki, but I believe in time we will be able to figure things out a bit easier.
You're the first Suki I know, so.
I think you should go get you should see the other ones soon enough, I believe. They are a beacon.
Oh! I think I walked past them. Okay, got it. I think I know what you're talking about.
How are you doing? I'm doing well. It's nice to meet you.
Guess what it means.
Nice to meet you too, at least for proper sake.
Pet show over there.
Not your fault. You can call me Violet if you would like. Or either is fine.
I see. Just head show would be fine.
That's fine. Depending on how bright it was, that is perhaps for the best.
Nice to meet you.
How's your portrait
So,
going, actually?
look, I'm sorry to bother you, Pearl, again. How did you train like the first week? Did you have to like do swings kind of deal?
Those who wished to volunteer and step up to participate in the activity did so. I did not. I sat back and studied from a distance.
Cool. Okay, got it. Good to know.
Yes.
Alright.
A lot more
No,
intimidating than I'd
I'm
like
wondering,
to
I suppose,
admit,
how
even though
this
I've
one will
been
go.
here for so long.
Sounds cool.
I believe it would make it more difficult. Being around longer, that means when a good number of things change suddenly, it is more obvious to you.
Looks like everyone's already here.
Yeah, something like that. No, don't let me keep you guys up in a tizzy. You guys gotta be paying
Attention students.
I'm not gonna lie, but I have a feeling
Today I will be teaching you about armor. I will be going off of the different types of armor that you will be encountering or wearing. I will teach you about their strengths, their weaknesses, and techniques on how to utilize and combat them.
Because I do need to talk to Irene.
We will be going over traditional armor first, followed by magical armors, and lastly, monstrous armors and monsters that you may encounter, which virtues will be assisting you.
Alright.
To begin this, I will be teaching first on Gambeson. Gambeson is one of the cheapest and most common armors that you will face, and likely one that you will often wear if you want to protect yourself properly. It is a highly effective and highly useful clothing. It is typically made out of a thick quilted cloth that has been stuffed with wool, linen, horsehair, or any other manner of thick, stuffing. The reason that you would wear this, typically as one of your primary defenses, is that it is exceptional against cutting weaponry. It is also very easy to move in, and for the most part, rather comfortable in most environments. The only downsides are that it can get a bit hot and humid. It absorbs moisture very well, being cloth, and stuffed cloth at that. It is, as well, very good at insulating you against the heat and cold. If you are in an arid environment or on a snowy mountain, wearing gambeson is likely the difference between life and death when it comes to surviving a battle. It will keep your body moving as it is supposed to. It is also the primary armor that I would recommend each one of you purchase at some point if you are able. It is very, very cheap. You should be able to afford it without issue. However, I will tell you that it is weak against piercing projectiles, spears, and the like. Being that it is cloth, it is hard to cut through, but you can stab through it fairly easily. That said, if you intend to take an arrow and ensure to twist your body into a good point, this is something that should be primarily worn with other armors, or you should wear it on its own if you intend to be highly mobile and, well, rather unrestricted by any means. It is, what's to say, probably the most useful armor that you can purchase at this time. If you are facing it, as I stated, it is weak to piercing. Use thrusting attacks, or arrows. And, if you have one, a mace or hammer is good, as it can only dampen the blow so much. The second type of armor that you will likely encounter very often is chainmail or mail. This is made out of interlinked metal rings. Normally, this would be woven over a gambeson. You will typically see a chainmail coif, which is a head and neck covering, or a chainmail tunic, which will protect the majority of your body and your upper legs. These are exceptionally useful against all forms of slashing. If someone is facing you with a sword, you can bet that you will be almost entirely invincible to their attacks. That is not to say that they can't hurt you, but they will not be able to cut through it without a great manner of force. It would take someone who is rather tall and rather strong in order to break through. It is also extremely flexible and very breathable. It is good if you are, again, in a hot or cold environment. That said, it's heavy. It is very heavy, especially when it is wet. It collects and holds water very well between the rings. And this can, of course, get into your gambeson as well. That said, be very careful when you're using it, as it will slow down your movements. It is also very weak to blunt force. Hammers and maces will do very little, if nothing, against it. In some cases, it may hurt more. That said, if you combine this with a shield or other light weapon that you can use to parry or deflect, then you will be able to protect yourself against most attacks fairly well. On the counter side, using maces, hammers, and occasionally specific types of arrows designed for penetrating armor are very useful for this. And most of them can deal with chainmail almost as if it wasn't there. The third type is something that you will also encounter regularly: plate armor. Now, I would expect this less on your average foes and more on those who have money or are more important to their cause. You will often see this worn by governors or heads of state. Knights are a good example. Cavalry are a good example. Armor, when it comes to plate, is normally made out of steel or iron, but it can be made out of various alloys. These plates can also occasionally be imbued with some form of elemental metal. Though it is rare, it is possible. These are things to watch out for. Ordinarily, plate armor would be worn in pieces, either a single chest piece, ordinarily called a cuirass or a chest plate, depending on what form you see it in, or it would be worn as bracers, thigh plates, ankle guards, and in many cases, if you are looking at knights or the like, you will see full plate armor. Full plate armor is made up of many articulated pieces, the which will cover the entire body, oftentimes including most parts of the joints. This would normally be worn over mail and gambeson, making it almost impossible to get through for most attacks. It is near impervious to slashing and most arrows, depending on the location that the arrow hits and the thickness of the plate in that space, and it distributes force that is dealt against it. Obviously, blunt weapons will be your most effective. However, again, they will be less effective than if they did not have the armor. It is, however, often weak at the points of joints, specifically the armpit, back of the knees, the groin, the elbows, and the neck. It also is weak in the visor. If you can manage to get a dagger into any of those points, then you stand a very good chance of penetrating through and getting to your opponent. As well, the most important part of plate armor is it is loud. Loud, hot, and tiring. While you're wearing it, you will feel gravely uncomfortable in most situations if you are fighting for long periods, and you will not be able to sneak. You will hear your opponents coming from a very long ways off. In order to use it correctly, you need to ensure that you control the pace of combat. You should bully your opponents with your sheer defense. You should use it as a shield that will allow you to obstruct them in whatever manner you can. If you are up against plate armor, attempt to grapple it, find gaps, use shorter weapons or half-swording in an attempt to get a penetrating weapon into their joints or weak points. And, of course, use your terrain. One of the difficulties of plate armor is plate helmets often have very limited visibility. With that stated, they often do not know what is around their feet or behind them. If you can, use terrain to your advantage when at all possible. Next, we will speak about brigandine, or what is called coat of plates. These are metal plates that are riveted inside a cloth or leather coat. Ordinarily, these would be worn over your chest, and occasionally you will see brigandine arm or leg pieces, but you will never see full brigandine. The strengths are that it is lighter than full plate, it offers decent protection, and is a lot more comfortable. It is also even easier to move in, and that is often underestimated. While plate armor can be moved in freely under most circumstances, brigandine offers nearly the same protection with even better control. That said, the coverage will vary. It can protect, as I stated, often the chest, arms, and legs, but it is very rare that you will see full coverage and full protection. Normally it would be paired with gambeson or chainmail. It is also weaker against precise thrusts or heavier weapons, since it is often not as thick and often not as covered as full plate is. Using something such as an axe or a greatsword or hammer will be more effective against them. If you are to fight an opponent in brigandine, be very careful. Treat them as if they were armored, as you will still stand a chance that they know how to use their armor correctly and will be able to block or deflect your attacks with it. If you are fighting against it, keep the pressure high. Get in close to them and obstruct them as best you can, the same as with full plate armor. If you can, attempt to work your dagger or short weapon into any weak points, especially if they are wearing mail or a coat of gambeson. However, try not to, force panic upon them. Make their defense sloppy. but do not rely on their armor being as weak as plate when it comes to their visibility. Those are the most traditional armors that you will encounter when you are fighting in the field. Under normal circumstances, they are the majority of what you will see across all nations, all military forces. However, there are a few nations that employ different types of armor that are more magical in nature. These are oftentimes a bit difficult to deal with for those that do not know how to utilize them and how to fight against them. To begin, I will cover chitin, or chitinous armor. These are thick organic plates that can be made of differing materials depending on the species. Sometimes these are taken from certain beasts and worn as traditional armor would be. You will see chitin plate chest pieces and the like. These are, in a sense, exoskeletons, the word implying that the bones are on the outside of the creature. You can consider these almost the same as plate armor in most circumstances. They are highly resistant to slashes, for instance, and they are very vulnerable to blunt weaponry. However, they are also resistant to many lower-tier spells. If your magic is not strong enough, it will not affect things in the same way that plate armor, for instance, would be affected. That is due to the difference in materials, primarily. However, some magics are more effective against them, and I will be telling you about those shortly. These are also often more lightweight compared to any type of metal plate. So be aware of that, and expect that your enemy may be faster than you expect. That said, they can crack under blunt force. They can crack very easily, and once they are cracked, at that point, they are weakened to the point where you can get through them with most other weapons. They are also weak at the joints and segmented portions. Sometimes the chitin will thin out towards the joints, and the joints, if you are fighting a chitinous beast, such as some manner of large insect, then you will be able to target the joints very effectively. Try to leverage your mobility and avoid direct impacts from the chitin, as if you are fighting an insectious beast, then they will be very strong, stronger than you believe. If you are fighting against them, of course, maces, hammers, earth magic to disrupt them is useful, but most of all, fire. Fire, lightning, and other such heat-based elements are very effective at weakening the chitin, and that will make it more vulnerable to any form of other damage. The next is often referred to as living armor. Typically, this will be wood, plants, organic things that you would normally see around you. It is very rare that you will encounter this, but on the occasion that you do, it is important to be aware of it. These are often self-repairing. If you are not careful, they will regrow before you are capable of destroying them. You need to keep the pressure on if you are fighting them. They also may or may not be resistant to certain magic types, depending on the mage that is creating them. You'll need to be aware of that and attempt to counter them as best you can. Your knowledge of elemental magic will be key in this. That said, they are vulnerable to fire, purification, and occasionally mental or psychic attacks. That is to say, fire, if it is organic in nature, will usually burn it quite well or weaken it. Purification, depending on the type, can destroy it or prevent it from repairing. And, obviously, if it is organic in nature and in any way sentient, then something that affects it on a mental layer will be effective at disrupting it. Now, if you are fighting against it, as I stated, be aggressive. The armor may react to your actions, but if you space out the damage, then it may be harder for it to maintain repairing. And if you strike at multiple locations repeatedly, then it will be subject to breaking fairly easily. As well, if you are fighting against it, attempt to use weapons that you know will be more effective against its elemental weakness, as I stated. Next, we will cover stone, earth armor, or very often, golem armor, as it is sometimes referred to in some countries. It is very often that you will fight golems in certain countries. These are often, or as expected, made out of various types of stone. Ordinarily, it will be either whatever was in the area when the golem was created, or brought in from another location in order to have specific property. Different types of stone are different in different manners. Obviously, I don't expect you to learn and recognize all of them, but if you intend to fight against them, it would be good to consider that as an option. These are incredibly durable and immune to most weaponry. If you are attempting to fight it, hammers and maces are your best bets. However, pickaxes are, of course, the most effective weapon. Granted, fighting with a pickaxe is rather difficult, and I don't expect you to do it. They are also resistant to elemental damage of almost all types. This is due to the nature of stone, being non-conductive, resistant to fire, and mostly resistant to water, air. It does not suffer any elemental weaknesses aside from other stone, or of course its opposing. If you can use water in a high pressure, then that is an exceptional way to get through it. But it will depend on the circumstance and the denseness of the armor. Oftentimes it would be better to attack another location. That said, golems are often slow, predictable, easy to read in combat. They are ordinarily not very intelligent under most circumstances, and it would be easy to outmaneuver them. They are also weak in specific locations. Ordinarily, golems will have a core of some form. If you target that, then you will usually be able to destroy them without breaking through their armor, unless that portion is covered by armor, in which case you will need to remove it before you are capable of dealing proper damage. In the case of fighting a golem, do not attempt to override its defense unless you have a very specific method in order to do so. Protect others around you, and make sure to keep space. It will ordinarily take up a rather wide berth, and you'll want to be aware of that. Fight it using speed, water erosion, or high pressure, disruption through magical means, runes, or, if at all possible, pickaxes or other precise power-striking weapons that you are capable of dealing a high impact to a single area or spot. Next, we have frost armor, ice armor. Ordinarily, this would be called frostbound in a few countries where I've heard it. This is armor, obviously, created using ice. It is very strong against most magic when it comes to, shall we say, reflection. For instance, light is not very effective against ice. That is due to the nature of the reflection of light, diluting its power. As well, it will absorb fire magic. However, of course, fire is effective at melting it, but you will need to understand that it is a combat of the elements. You'll need to whittle them down if you intend to use it against it. I would also recommend being careful using any form of metal against it. Depending on the ice mage, they may be capable of striking when you strike, freezing your weapon, either getting it stuck or hurting you in the process. It's weak to blunt force, loud vibration if you can create enough noise, and slippery terrain or something to trip it and cause it to shatter on impact. It is rather weak when it comes to blunt force, so try to use that if at all possible. As I stated, fire can be effective, but you need to sustain it. Do keep that in mind. If you are utilizing it, then try to freeze terrain or weapons should you keep that ability, and stay at an appropriate distance. If you are fighting against it, then use things that are capable of disrupting it as best you can. Fire to whittle it down, sand to weigh it, oil would be exceptional if you wish to make it burn for longer and dissolve it. And of course, terrain, if you can trip them. Next, we will be getting more into the monstrous part, with dragon armor. That is, wyverns, dragons, great lizards. This is something that you will occasionally see. In fact, some of our students even have bits of it. This is extraordinarily magic resistant, and you should be very careful when going against it. It is also extremely resistant to most cutting and blunt weapons. It is rare and expensive, very expensive, but powerful armor. However, while it is magic resistant, it is also weak to its opposing elemental damage in most cases. There are certain times where there will be a dragon that uses a specific element. You may use its opposite. And the same if you can identify the armor that someone is wearing, whether that be worn on their body or shield or any other means. The other good part about it is that it is heavy. If you are going against it, then you will often be able to outmaneuver your opponent, as it is difficult to move in. That is both due to the thickness of the hide as well as the weight of the scales. The vulnerabilities will of course depend on the beast that it was harvested from, so please keep that in mind. Or is still using it should you fight a live one. I know that is something you may occasionally encounter, so be aware. Maintain your distance and attempt to disallow it from dominating your area. Maneuver around it. If you can, exploit its elemental weakness. Use some form of anti-magic if you are capable. Well, I don't think anyone can do that, can they? Not here. They may encounter it against the cult in some circumstances, though.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not. And, of course, slow down and outlast them. As I stated, if you can outmaneuver them, then they will tire themselves out rather quickly. Dragons also typically don't have a huge amount of stamina, as with most hunting predators. Now, finally I will go over the types of leather. Leather is not a traditional armor, and I don't recommend you wearing it only as armor. Leather is for clothing. However, it can be useful in various means, as an additive to armor, or if you intend to wear leather clothing underneath your armor, or for straps and the like. There are various types of leather that are good at different things. Ordinarily, you will see tanned or boiled leather. Tanned leather is made from cured animal hide. This is flexible, lightweight, and not very strong. It's quick, quiet, and provides simple protection against cuts, although do not expect it to last very long. It's very easy to get a hold of, rather cheap, and easy to repair as well. Replacing sections of it is a rather simple matter. However, it is, of course, as with most leathers, weak to penetration and blunt damage. It is also weak to fire, or on the rare occasion, acid. Fire will weaken it, cause it to crumple, wither, and acid will dissolve it quite easily in many circumstances. If you're using it, try to stay mobile and don't get hit. Simply, that's all I can offer you for advice. If you are against it, pin them down, or just go in for aggressive attacks. Their armor will not hold up very well. There is also boiled leather. Boiled leather is a bit more rigid, firm. It does not bend as easily, and of course it deflects lighter blows rather easily by comparison to tanned leather. That said, even though it is light and cheap, it is light and cheap. It will become brittle and can crack after repeated usage. Do not expect more than a few hits against it before you lose it. That said, it is very good if you intend to use it against lightly armored spaces on your body. Next is studded leather. This is ordinarily made from tanned leather that has been reinforced with metal rivets or studs. This offers better protection without much of a weight increase at all, and is a good compromise between stealth and defense. That said, again, it is still weak to direct stabbing or crushing, and will break after a little bit more use, but still very little. It can also rattle slightly, depending on how well fitted it is, so be careful with that. If you're using it, again, be very mobile, hit and run. Use it for stealth primarily. If you are fighting against it, then just be very aggressive. Next is scaled leather, or beast hide. This is typically stuff that you will see either on most of the magical creatures that you will fight, or in many cases, merchants, mercenaries, and the like, who want a cheaper and more reliable form of armor that is still relatively decent. It is a lot more effective against most physical attacks and will last longer than any of the previous options. However, it also may resist certain elements depending on what the hide was taken from. Not everything will, and it is often a bit hard to distinguish what it originally came from. But if you can distinguish it, then you can use its opposing element to weaken it. It also is very easily enchanted by comparison to other armors. Again, because it ordinarily will have some form of elemental affinity that you can use. However, it is also heavier than normal leather, which, for the most part, outweighs most of the benefits. It is also a bit more expensive and a bit harder to find, especially if you want a specific type for a specific purpose. If you are wearing it, then attempt to use your elemental advantage over your opponents. Exploit their element against them if you are in opposition. This is useful if you intend to gear up against a specific target, and you wish for something a little extra to help protect you. That said, as with anything, use its opposing element against it as well. And that is all the various types of armor that you should face in the field. Next, Virtues will tell you, in some degree, about some of the monsters and the applications of the armor that I have listed.
Thank you, Professor Brom. As Professor Brom has stated, many of these armors have different applications, and I would also like to point out that you can also make them here through training as well and don't always have to purchase them. But that is besides the point. There are many magical creatures which you have heard from Brom that many of these types of armors can be harvested or found from, or in most cases, used from. If we are taking armor from a creature, it is because that armor is being used that in their natural daily lives. A basic understanding for most natural monsters is where most magical leather comes from. Giant boars, big monstrous creatures such. Any natural animal that you see that's mostly bigger and giant scale has some magical properties, and thus their leather and hide will have some stronger capacity to this. Most creatures will not necessarily try to use it in a combative or tactical sense, unless they're an apex predator, of course. You're not going to see a boar going to dodge your sword in the correct way unless it knows it's getting stabbed, nor you're going to see that for most natural animals. They are simply most likely trying to protect their home in a territorial sense, except for some key examples. Where apex predators, on their head, will likely use their armor in more natural combative ways. They are aware of their weaknesses, and they're aware of their disadvantages, and will use that against them. Especially natural predators that are used to hunting other hunters. There are some species of different giant jaguar, some creatures who cloak themselves in illusions using their own capacities and natural natures, some of them calling displacer beast. Others in quantities of larger apes with multiple arms, of white fur and giant claws. These kind of creatures are known for hunting other civilizations and knows how to deal with us. They know how to deal with the sword, the hammer, and the axe. They will try to predict your movements, try to avoid them. But it's a bit harder to simply strike an Inforian nor combatant this out and way. Now, assuming you do not have the overwhelming majority and can surround them, as is the best way, odds typically favor in this case, but let's go into the scenario that you're in a 1-to-1 situation. You are versing against an enemy who has a stronger hide than what you're striking and knows how to use it and how to correctly block against it. The correct way in order to do this is it does have a soft raise. If you're versing against something that typically fights with its jaw and mouth, the inner sides are more weaker than the outsides, the mouth area. But I would not necessarily suggest this unless you're in a dire situation where it's on you and you're currently trying to maul you. As most smart enemies or monsters this large will typically keep their mouth closed and gnawing until the correct moment in order to snatch. Most of these creatures will typically walk on their hind legs, typically on all fours, so close and gnaw. Go for the joints in the back areas. Just like in all armors that we make, the joints have to be the weakness in order to bend and move at certain areas. This is the same for most monsters as well. Their joints have to be weak in order to properly evade and dodge attacks and directly strike people. And because they're on all fours, more targets. But they will also try to know this and evade this, jumping and gnawing out of the way. In this best scenario, I would suggest trying to use their surrounding area to trap them or evade them in a manner. They will have to be aware of their surroundings, and you will have to be aware of your surroundings. They will have to keep their eye on you, as you have to keep their eye on them. You'll have to use that to your advantage. There are also natural, for example, if you're versing let's say for a quite armored, scaled aquatic creature. Scales are very renowned for their strength and durability. But if they are an aquatic creature, they must also have gills. These are these things' natural weaknesses as they need to breathe. Although, I will mark that you have to go against the grain in this regard. Gills are made in order to close from one end and open to the side. So if you're reversing an area, you want to step up and inward, not slash downwards and go with the grain. As most skills will be able to close up and not be able to stab inward. But if you're able to get a good dagger inside, sword, etc., well, it's their lungs and they'll start bleeding it inward. Moving on to a more common enemy that has already been struck against this school multiple times, of the Draconic era. As Ram has correctly pointed out, dragons have a natural resistance to magical capacities, although not completely vulnerable, and this is not applying to their natural weakness. If a dragon shoots lightning at you, their opposite is their opposite is the weakness of lightning. If they shoot fire at you, douse them with water. If they shoot poison at you, this relates to nature. In that case, fire would be effective. And so on and so forth. Ice is weak to fire, and so on. Dragons are a naturally tricky opponent. They can fly, they can shoot you with their elemental breath weapons. Their fangs and claws are sharp like daggers and knives, and their teeth can gnaw through the thickest of armors. But dragons are also low stamina and quick to attack certain foes they deem the easiest to take down first. They also have a knack of flying away when things get too hard and coming back when their strength comes back. The wings are highly armored as well, but they do have weaknesses within the flaps. And if you're able to tear the flaps, creating a big of holes, they will not be able to give enough lift. If they cannot have enough lift, they cannot escape when they're weakened. If they cannot escape when they're weakened, they will run out of stamina and run out of energy. It's also good to note that outer line of scales are mostly on the sides and upper. Their bellies are most the weakness. It's why a lot of dragons will typically lay low to the ground during those areas. But if you are able to get one up and more to strike at you, hitting their underlying bellies is the key way to go. But do be aware, they also gather their elemental breath and strength in this area. So if you strike incorrectly, especially if they're charging up a blast, you might release one directly on your face. So do keep that in mind. A good way to spot that is it will typically glow or have a hissing sound as they are slowly gathering up whatever thing they're about to spit at you. If you hear it, that's not the strike. If they just released it though, it's going to take them a good time to recharge and refill it. That's the best time to strike. I would recommend waiting until they strike with a breath attack, and that is the key time when you would go from in the neck, belly, and otherwise. Be careful about the tail. The tail can be cut off with enough force and enough damage. But it is also good to hit you as they are able to swing it back and forth as they're being attacked. So be aware of the smackback. Finally, if